Greetings, nerds. I get a recurring comment all the time about how I don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about using distilled water only with your paints. Well, I'm going to give a example here. All right. So this right here is distilled water, gum arabic, and pigment. Notice how clean and clear that is. All right. This is tap water, pigment, and gum arabic. Notice the mold here. That's right. That's mold. Just because you've never experienced something doesn't mean you're correct about it. I'm a formulator. When you want a good archival surface for your acrylic paints and your watercolors, you're going to be using distilled water, not tap water. Tap water can cause discoloration, it can cause bacterial growth, it can cause mold to build up because it's not pH neutral. All your paints will have a biocide in there to help inhibit mold and help inhibit bacterial growth. However, you also need to help the biocide yourself by using distilled water. Now, is this super important? Not all the time. Certain versions of tap water, of course, are going to be better suited for painting than other versions. Some are too alkaline, some are too acidic. It really depends on a lot of factors here. And one mitigating factor, to mitigate one factor, I mean, of your painting, using distilled water will allow you to do more. This is why I recommend using distilled water in your wet palette, why I recommend using distilled water in your wash cup as well. You don't need to use them per se, but the distilled water in your wet palette is going to stop mold. Weirdly enough, a little bit of biocide in there, like ammonia, a little bit of wetting agent, and you got a perfect mixture in there for your acrylic paint or your gouache or whatever you want to put in your wet palette. Except for oil paint, you don't want to put oil paint in a wet palette. I know some people do that, but that's just weird and it doesn't work. It does not prolong oil paints at all. In fact, it makes them worse. I'm getting off tangent here. Either way, I have just proven that tap water causes mold in paint. You can shut up now. I'm correct. I'm a formulator. You aren't. I studied this. You didn't. Just because you're an artist doesn't make you correct. You're arguing with people who are experts in their field who know more than you do about paint chemistry. Not that I'm an expert in my field, however, I do know experts in the field, and I ask them the questions that you don't. There we go. So, I get bent or something. Yeah.